So about 60% of the overall Toronto real estate inventory is right now condominiums. Take a look at this chart I created, right? This is a chart I created that's meant to break down total inventory figures for the last couple of weeks, going all the way back to July by property type. And there's a lot to go through. And by the way, you can find access to these charts and graphs when I share it in preparation for these videos in my exclusive WhatsApp group chat. The link to join is in the description. Click it, you can join, and I share all types of market data in that chat. Nonetheless though, in this line graph, we see broken down by property type the total amount of inventory on a weekly basis. Obviously at the top we have the black line, which is denoting total inventory, and then we have the purple trend line denoting condominium inventory. And we see on a consistent basis, condominiums are ranging around the 6,000 figure. They kind of peaked around 6,700 earlier, around July 15th, which is a surprising note in itself. We'll cover that shortly. They're 6,700 then, now around 6,200, and consistently the black trend line, which is the total inventory, combining all these property types into the market total, is around 10,000. So in a rough math, you see that condos for the last couple of weeks have made up essentially 60% of the total listings for sale at any given point in time within the Toronto real estate market. Now, this is not the only shocking fact about this chart. This is not the only surprising trend that was revealed to me when I put this data together and made this chart for you guys. One of the more interesting and noteworthy facts is that the overall market recovered to the tune of 10% from the time of the most recent interest rate cut. Now, this is being recorded on October 22nd. The day after this video, the day you're probably watching this video, there's going to be another interest rate cut announced by the Bank of Canada. But at the time of recording of this video, the most recent interest rate cut, as denoted on this graph, I put it in yellow, September 4th. That point in time, that is the most recent interest rate cut, and we see the market recover to the tune of 10% after that cut. Once again, evidence in this graph slash chart that I've created. Prior to the interest rate cut, and at the time of our interest rate cut, the total market inventory figure was around 9,900, 9,500. Obviously, it was also coinciding with the summer months. The summer months are much more cooler and limited in terms of supply. People kind of take a break from the market on both sides of the spectrum. Nonetheless, after the cut, the total figure increased to a excess of 10,000. That excess stands to this point in time, October 22nd, at the time of recording of this video. So a total recovery of around 10% from the interest rate cut, coinciding with a seasonal pickup into the fall, which happens. You would think condos have also substantially picked up, especially because I just said condos make up 60% of the overall inventory figure. And no, that's not the case. Condos have actually started to cool down if we take a look at this line graph at the purple line. What has actually started to pick up, once again, this was quite shocking to me. What has actually started to pick up has been the detached home within the city of Toronto, as denoted and designated by the blue trend line. Detached home inventory was around 2,200, the high 2,200s or low 2,300s earlier in July. As we got more so in the depths of the summer, they dipped all the way to 1,800 around August. They dipped all the way to 1,800 around August. Now, since the rate cut and since the fall market, it seems as if detached homes have picked up more compared to, once again, condos, to the point where now we're seeing increases. The inventory figures are standing around 2,300, 2,400, 2,500, increasing on a weekly basis since the interest rate cut, since the fall market, and at this point in time. So the fact that condos were the least impacted by the interest rate cut, detached homes were the most impacted, and townhomes and semi-detached homes, as illustrated by the green trend line and the red trend line respectively, although more consistent in terms of their fluctuations than detached homes are also the ones that have reacted more so to interest rate cuts was surprising to me. So as always, this is a mix of the good and the bad. On this channel, that's what we try to do. Have a mix of the good and the bad. We don't do the bull narrative. We don't do the bear narrative. Yes, condos make up 60% of all given inventory, and in sheer voluminous numbers, they make up the highest amount. 6,000 condos, 6,500, 6,200, 6,700, 6,300, whatever the fluctuations are, whatever the exact figures are, it's still in the 6,000s. There are 6,000 condos at any given point in time for sale, making up 60%, but they're the ones that are actually declining. That property type is the property type that's actually cooling down in terms of inventory. Now, there's so many other ways to analyze this as well, and one could say the absorption rate of condos are awful, so a lot of this being removed from the market is terminations or suspensions. Others might say, no, there are people buying condos. I know firsthand there are people buying condos. I've purchased 4 to 5 in the last month and a half. Similarly, it could be also interpreted in a way where you look at detached home, the blue trend line, you can say, well, it kind of makes sense that inventory for detached homes are improving because sometimes the supply line, the supply curve is in response to demand, right? So the fact of the matter is, as interest rates are getting cut, as the detached market is already in a moderate place anyways, it seems as if maybe this is an indication that detached homes are selling more. As a result, more detached buyers are willing to go on market because they see that appetite there. So there's a lot of ways we can talk about this, but as always, if you did enjoy this video, found this video informative, and you want more access to these charts, subscribe to this channel. We cover everything having to do with the Toronto and GTA real estate market. Follow my exclusive WhatsApp group chat in the description box, or for any buying, selling, or leasing inquiries, you already know what to do. My link is in the bio. Feel free to set up a chat. It's easier than ever to set up a call with me. Thank you very much for watching. As always, this was Sam from SaberiSixRealEstate. Subscribe, stay safe, stay tuned. Thank you.